Hi, I'm Jerry Landrum. I'm helping to organize for the October 24th International Climate Action Day in support of the 350.org and setting a science-based target for the Copenhagen Climate Conference coming up in December this year. So October 24th, all around the world, people are having actions to demonstrate solidarity that we want a target set for climate that will give us a future. One of the reasons I moved to Eureka Springs is because they adopted the U.S. Mayor's Climate Protection Agreement in 2007. So we're making this video to highlight what the city is doing to green up and cut its emissions and do the right thing.
We are making a concentrated effort to try to be as green within the city as possible. I signed the Mayor's Climate Protection Agreement, and in that we are trying to focus as much as we possibly can. Even though we are only a town of 2,300 people, we have around 1.2 million people that come here a year, and that is a lot of waste that is generated within this very small city. So one of the first things that we did once we signed the agreement was to find the funds to put up recycling bins all around the downtown area so that our guests would have the opportunity to actually recycle on their own. And the program's working very, very well. We've also started going through all of our public buildings and trying to address things like light bulbs. Something that is as simple as a light bulb can make a huge, huge difference. So on our own, the city is trying to focus as much as we can to reduce our carbon footprint, and we also hope that the general public does too. We keep trying to influence them because every little bit makes a huge impact. In honor of International Climate Action Day, we are replacing these energy sappers and putting in the newest technology for light bulbs. This is a regular 45-watt light bulb. This light bulb uses only 3.5 watts. It is 30,000 hours of life on this light bulb, and it's 90% more efficient. Annual cost to operate, 38 cents. 38 cents.
$350 there.
That's not bad. That is incredible.
And that's bike, electric, everything.
Think that would help you get up Eureka Hills?
Yeah, that's the only way I could get up the hills. I love it.
Hi, I'm Ken Rundle. I'm the publicist with the city, and Nancy Baptiste, our auditorium manager, has instituted some energy-saving practices here at the auditorium, including the purchase of these reflective shades. They are in the lobby facing on the west-facing windows, and they reduce the heating and cooling costs. So it's an excellent energy-saving idea. And here's another energy saving feature. It's very easy to use. Manually operated dehumidifiers. Keep drafts out too, so it's great.
And can you tell me about your bicycle program for policemen?
In the downtown area where it's fairly close and congested and that it's actually quicker to get around with a bicycle, I think, we've actually parked the patrol cars and started using bicycles for the 2 patrol officers, and they patrol the entire downtown area, and actually will go up onto the loop, up Mountain Street, up Owen Pine, and answer calls there as well.
Would you rather be in a squad car or on your bicycle here in Eureka?
Oh, by far the bicycle. Bicycle is much more enjoyable, and it's a passion of mine. I just soon ride the bicycle than to be in the car any day of the week.
You think it's good for the environment having bicycle policemen in town?
Absolutely. It's a savings on fossil fuels, obviously, but it's also promotes good health, healthy living. We get a lot of comments from visitors, town visitors, that make comments about our being on the bicycles. Yeah, I would much rather be on the bicycle.
Do you think that it encourages other people who see you to bicycle, particularly when they see you doing your tricks and everything?
I have a lot of people comment. They'll come up to me, and I can't remember everybody, but someone will come up to me like this year, and they'll say, you know, I talked to you 4 or 5 years ago on the bicycle, and they had gone out since then and purchased a bicycle and have made comments to me about how much they've enjoyed it. Their whole family's gotten into bicycling, commuting more to work or to school.
Surveyed our air conditioning and heating systems and found that the exchangers were putting too much conditioned air outside and bringing in too much of the unconditioned air from outside. So if it was a 20-degree day, you know, we were putting warmed air to the outside and bringing in 20-degree air and having to warm it again. We had that worked on and reduced the amount of air that is exchanged, and it greatly reduced the electric bills. We turned off the coolers to our water dispensers and changed out refrigerators to a lower energy efficient refrigerator. We turned down the hot water heaters, of course, and we keep the thermostats. We put in digital thermostats and locked them up so they can't be changed. And
well, it looks like you have in hand on doing all the big things.
I appreciate
for
that.
energy savings, and
Yeah, well, thank you. We try. You know.
appreciate your effort in doing it.
Last week we did an energy audit at the Eureka Springs police station and turned in this report right here. Recommended some very cost-effective measures such as weather stripping and improvement in the insulation in the attic.
Public transit in Eureka is critical for both the environment and the economic well-being of Eureka Springs. We will carry upwards of 200,000 people or more in a given year. We can hold 49 people plus the driver on this vehicle. So you take that and divide it by 2 and put them in individual cars, and we're looking at over 20 individual vehicles, each emitting carbon dioxide and other matter into the atmosphere. All of our vehicles are diesel powered. Now the problem with diesel is the emissions. The emission standards coming up in 2010, brand new emission standards that the EPA approved a couple of years ago, will be the most stringent in history. Now what we're doing in order to bridge the gap between the older vehicles and the newer vehicles is we have learned about a retrofit technology. It's basically a catalytic converter that is retrofitted onto the existing exhaust system. The particular unit that we'll be able to use with these vehicles will reduce the particulate matter. What we see is smoke, the soot, the unburned fuel that is emitted as soot. It'll reduce the emissions from these vehicles upwards of 90%.
Give that one a try.
I will.
And,
Thank you.
We'll see you later.
Okay. This is great. Thank you so much.
Okay, there on the left, that would be household trash without recycling. And you see there's a lot of recyclable items in there and stuff. And then if you go to the second one, that's the stuff out of the trash that you could recycle, reuse, or compost. And if you do that, then the bag on the right's what you come out with. It reduces your trash volume by quite a bit, probably half.
Eureka Springs curbside recycling is provided for free in these bins, but you have to buy these bags here to dispose of trash. So it's a no-brainer. You know, if you need to get rid of something, it goes in here if you can. It's all a part of being cool and living in a cool city.
Landfill space is very valuable nowadays, so anything you can recycle is saving a lot of money. Even if it's not making you a lot of money, it's saving a lot of money. And like I said, we recycle about everything we can find a market for. What we're recycling these days is plastic bottles, glass food containers, glass containers, newsprint, magazines. There's probably some other stuff too that I'm leaving out. We're recycling electronics now. Last year, 2008, we diverted 3,032,403 pounds from the landfill.
As you can see, Eureka Springs is a cool city, having signed and is now living up to the U.S. Mayor's Climate Protection Agreement. It's great to live in a cool city.